Welcome to a Brisk Bite, and today we're going to be unboxing and setting up a swivel camera. Well, I guess a swivel mount, because it's not really a camera. And this is a set, so it also came with a tripod, which we'll also unbox, but I kind of already did. So first steps first, let's open it. And here we go. So this is what it comes with. Obviously it comes with the swivel camera, but I guess you call it the swivel mount. It's not really a camera. And it comes with 5 of these microphones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4. Where's the 5th one? Well, the 5th one, it's built right into the swivel. So I mean, that's interchangeable. And that's actually where you charge your swivel microphones. It's right here, right in the base. And so what else does it come with? It comes with, in this nice little case that you can carry it all in, except your tripod, of course. It comes with a quick start guide, some normal info about the swivel camera itself. So the quick start guide, it's pretty easy. You just connect your device and get to work. But how do you connect your device? Well, it's not wireless. It comes with cables. So these cables connect to your device. And you're like, well, what if I use an Android device? Well, it comes with all of them. It comes with Lightning port to USB-C. The swivel camera actually takes a USB-C, and then the other end is just for your camera. And then this last one, we have some adapters you put on the swivel. So right now you can see this is where your device goes. For instance, let's say I want to sit this iPad in here. Boom, pretty easy. Well, not all devices are made equally. Some are thicker, some are thinner. And thankfully, the swivel has thought of that. So you can actually just take this little base off and you just push it to the left. And boom, it pops right up. And then you can trade it out for one of these little clips in here. So now that we got this off, how do we actually put these on? Because it doesn't come with, you don't change out the whole piece. You just take out this little tiny small piece in here. And all you gotta do for that is you just push it up. Boom. And then that center comes out. And that center is interchangeable with a large, small, and a medium adapter. And so you just push those right back in. Make sure you put it on the right side or it's not going to go in. And then you just push up on it and boom. Now it's ready to go. And now we can fit a bigger device in here because the original one was a little thick. So we can fit a bigger device in here. So now we've changed that out. Let's snap that back on. So same thing as uninstalling it. You just push it down on there and it'll go down. And then once you have it down in the little crevice, you just push right back in.
One last thing that was in the box was a USB charging brick, but it was currently in use, so I didn't show it off in the video.
So the first thing we need to do is we need to take all this plastic off these microphones. That way we can use them, try them out. And something else I should say about these are not battery powered. So to turn this thing on, you just hit the power button, hold it in, boom. I'll make a sound, it might move a little bit. And there you go, your swivel mount's ready to go. All it needs is the marker here, and turn that marker on, and this thing will follow it. But we'll get to that in a minute. Because first thing, you probably don't want to have to hold this marker in your hand all the time. Well, thankfully, swivel, it comes with a little stand, a holder. So you can actually slap this right in there. Be careful with it. It feels a little cheap, but it's just plastic. So snap that right in. And it has a lanyard so you can put it around your neck and you can turn this thing on, and supposedly it's pretty sensitive, which we'll put this through the test later. But if you don't like the lanyard look, you can always just clip this to your collar here. But you can also just opt in to hold it for the whole time. So the swivel's already on, it's sitting here blinking. Let's turn on the marker and let's see this thing in action. And also, you have to enable tracking. So it doesn't start tracking as soon as you turn it on. You have to press this middle button and boom, it should start tracking. For best results, you're going to go ahead and want to plug in your phone to the swivel camera. So to do that, I'm using an iPhone currently, so we need to get the iPhone adapter out of this bag. You just want to plug in the USB-C, boom, and then plug into your phone. And you don't actually record with your own phone app. You can, but then it won't be picking up the microphones, and obviously you want to get the microphones. So what you need to do is you need to download the Swivel app. On the quick start guide, it says go to the App Store and download the Swivel app. Okay, let's look up Swivel. Make sure you spell it right. It's not the traditional way of spelling swivel. And so we have Teams by Swivel, Teams Plus by Swivel, and it says download the Swivel app, but all I see is Teams by Swivel. That must be the app. So you want to download the Teams by Swivel. You do not want to download Teams Plus by Swivel. The Teams by Swivel actually tells you right in the details, this is the official companion for your Swivel robot. And then if you go down to Teams Plus, it's very easy to get confused. I mean, look, that was the first, I downloaded Teams Plus first. And actually in the bottom, it will tell you, this app is not intended to be used with the Swivel robot. So make sure you get Teams and not Teams Plus. So let's get this tripod out and let's set this thing up so you can see it a little better. So inside this box, you have a pretty simple tripod. Nothing too complicated. You just open up the legs, loosen that up, and boom, you got yourself a fancy little tripod. And now we can just put this swivel right on. Oh, we just put the swivel with my phone right on there. So the first time you open the app, you're going to need to sign up. So there we go. We're on the app. We're going to plug up our swivel. You can set up a row 2, I guess. Why not? We can be. We'll be IT for the fun of it. And so now we're going to plug it up. And now the light is green. It's happy with us because we're now using the app. The phone will tell you it's connecting. And boom, the robot is connected. So what we actually need to do is we need to go to the settings, because first thing we want to do is we want to make sure we're filming HD. Now some of you may not want to film HD. By default it starts filming on SD, so we're just going to knock that up to 1080p because we want to record the best. The thing about recording the best is it takes up a little bit of extra room, so if you don't have the room to account for that, then feel free to film SD or even 720p. We're going to connect the marker and we're going to sit it back here. That way you can get that, just that way you can see how it works. All right, so first things first, we're going to turn on this marker. To turn on the marker, all you do is there's a little power button on the side here. You just hold it down till it lights up. All right, it's detected it. It's not recording. There's also a record button on the side here, so you can press that and it should start recording. So let's see. So now we are recording on the swivel and we are tracking. So it's moving around the room and it's following me. The swivel camera itself is loud, so make sure you're not too close to it because you might be able to hear the motors turning. So you can also turn off tracking by just hitting the button. So maybe you want a screen record behind you, you can walk off and it'll stay there. Now if you turn on tracking out and you're not in frame, it's going to have a hard time finding you. Typically, you probably won't be standing this close to your swivel like I am. So whenever I hang this around my neck, it may be a little weird. So it's probably going to go down and it's going to probably lose a little bit of my head. So yes, not optimal to sit this close to your swivel if you're going to be using the lanyard. Now if I was back here, it'd be a lot better. Ooh, I'm back, and look at that. It's ready to follow me. It's just following it. So that's why if you're up close like I am right now, you may just want to use a different device or just hook this right up to your collar. And then boom. It may look a little funny on your collar, especially mine right now, considering I have another mic. But there we go. Now it's following my head. So now you have a video recorded, but how do you view it? Because like I said, it kind of senses the cloud. So that's an easy solution. So exit your video camera and let's go to library. We are recording on the swivel and we are tracking. So the video looks and sounds pretty good. It's following me whenever I have tracking enabled and it's working pretty well. So I'm actually pretty surprised of how the microphones sound. If you have it too close to your mouth like I did, you can tell it was kind of peaking. You don't want that. So let's see how it sounds whenever I had it around my neck. It'd be a lot better. So it actually sounds pretty good. It's pretty impressive. And here's another great thing about it being on this app here. So you can upload it to Swivel Teams and you can either delete the copy that it has on your device or keep it. We're going to keep it because I'm going to need it for editing. And there you go. Depending on internet speed, it'll take a little bit to upload, but you can access that, and that's gonna be pretty sweet. The swivel, it works pretty well. The best part about this is you don't need some fancy setup. You can use your iPad, you can use your phone, but it works pretty good. So if you're a teacher and you set your swivel camera up at the end of your classroom, it'll pick up you pretty well. And so that was unboxing and setting up your swivel camera. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe. We'll be making a lot more content on the swivel with tests like. And so we'll run this thing through the test and we'll let you know the results. So if you like that, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you have any questions, leave a comment as well, because we'd love to answer them. Right now, I'd say the swivel's looking pretty good. So if you need it for a classroom, if you need to record, you don't have to sit someone behind a tripod and have them panning around, making sure they get you. So the swivel camera should work pretty well for any teacher who's trying to teach a lesson and film at the same time, or anybody else who's trying to do the same. So thanks for watching. I'm Adrian Smith, and we'll holler at you later.
There's actually a USB and a 3.5 millimeter jack on this. You could plug that into a computer, or you could plug it into a speaker, like a pair of speakers. So if you need to get audio like that, you could do that. Another thing you need to know about these markers here is if for some reason you need to hear audio from, maybe you're doing a Zoom or something, you can plug headphones directly into that. So now if someone talks to you on a Zoom or anything like that, you can hear them.